Hello! Today we are going to talk about probability and z-scores. So we are going to be converting the percentages found from z-scores into probability. And if you need to review z-scores, I have included a link to both z-score videos in the description box below. Okay, so in order to convert a percentage to probability, all that we need to do is take that percentage and divide it by 100. So let's go ahead and get started. Using a standard deviation of 1.5 and a mean of 4, solve the following. What is the probability of finding a raw score above a 6? Okay, so our first step is going to be to find that z-score. So the formula for finding a z-score, if you remember, is x minus m over the standard deviation. Okay, and our x value is our raw score. We've been given that. That's 6. Our mean is 4. And our standard deviation is 1.5. Okay, so all that we have to do is plug those numbers in. So we have 6 minus 4 divided by 1.5 gives us 2 over 1.5, which when we divide that out gives us 1.33. Okay, so our z-score equals 1.33. Okay, so now that we have our z-score, let's go ahead and draw our standard curve. Okay, and we'll plot that z-score of 1.33. Okay, now let's look at the problem and see what part we are looking for. What is the probability of finding a raw score above a 6? Okay, so we are looking for above the z-score that score of 6 gave us. Okay, so that is what we're looking for. So to start off, we need to find what percentage of scores are between the z-score and the mean. So we can pull out our table here, and we look up the z-score of 1.33. That is going to give us 40.82. So this area here is 40.82. Okay? All right, so we are not looking for that. We are looking for what is above. So we need to take 50 and subtract 40.82 in order to get this section here. So that's going to give us 9.18%. So that is 9.18%. Okay, so now that we have the percentage, now we just take the percentage and divide it by 100. So we have a 9.18% divided by 100, and that is going to give us 0.0918, and then we are going to round. That is going to give us 0.09. Okay, so our probability is 0.09. Okay, next, what is the probability of finding a raw score below 5? Okay, so our raw score is 5. Standard deviation is 1.5. The mean is 4. Okay, so we just plug in our values. So we have 5 minus 4 over 1.5 gives us 1 over 1.5. And then when we divide that out, that will give us 0.67. So our z-score is 0.67. Okay? Go ahead and draw your curve here. And we have 0.67. Okay? And we are looking for below. So we're looking for this area here. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull out our sheet. So we need 0.67. So that is 24.86. Okay, so we take 24.86 and we add that to 50. And that is going to give us 74.86%. Okay, so this whole shaded area is 74.86%. Okay, so now let's just convert that percentage to probability. So we have 74.86 divided by 100 is going to give us 0.7486. And then we round that to 0.75. Okay, so our probability is 0.75. What is the probability of finding a raw score between a 1 and a 5? Okay, so our z-score formula is x minus m over standard deviation, okay? And since we have two raw scores, we're going to have to do this twice. Okay, so for the first one, we have a raw score of 1, standard deviation of 1.5, and then a mean of 4. And then for the second one, we have a raw score of 5, same thing, standard deviation of 1.5, and then a mean of 4. Okay, so for the first one, we will have 1 minus the mean of 4 divided by standard deviation of 1.5. That's going to give us a negative 3 divided by 1.5. That's going to give us a z-score of a negative 2. Okay, and then for the second one, we have 5 minus 4 over the standard deviation of 1.5. It's going to give us a 1 over 1.5, and then that is going to give us a z-score of 0.67. Okay, so now go ahead and draw that curve and get those points plotted. Okay, so we have a negative 2, and then we have 0.67. Okay, and we are looking for between those two scores. So that is this whole area here. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and pull this out. Okay, we are looking for 2.0. So this area here is 47.72%. And then this area here, 0.67, is 24.86%. Okay? So now we add 47.72 to 24.86, and that is going to give us 72.58. Okay, so this whole area here is 72.58%. Okay, now let's go ahead and convert that to a probability. So 72.58 divided by 100 is going to give us 0.7258. That is going to give us a probability of 0.73.